welcome one of the greatest musicians who's ever lived, John Paul Jones. I want to thank you. I want to thank you very much, John, for coming here this evening. You are the first guest ever to make a special trip just to be on our show.
All the way from Washington?
Yes.
And somewhere else. I don't even remember where I was the night before.
Well, let me tell you something, my friend. We are so touched, we are considering reimbursing you for your plane ticket.
Oh, okay.
Something that's just not done on this show.
I stowed away. You don't have to bother.
Did you? Okay. That you actually played in this building. On the Jay Leno show, they would show a film clip, but we have photos.
Yeah, well. I do budget tours as well.
There we go. There's a shot of you playing right here. Take a look at that on the camera.
Oh. That might be a stand-in under all that hair. I
don't think so.
I don't know.
Let's take a look at this. Incidentally, where you're standing in that particular photo is where you're sitting right now.
Really?
Woo!
Just like that, huh?
There's one more. There's one more. Well, that's the same shot. We won't show that.
Shot?
But,
okay.
This is incredible. This building has a great history. This is when the building was called the Rock Pile. Does that bring back any memories?
Yeah.
All right.
I can see the size of it, too. And,
Oh, yeah. It was huge. At one time, they used to get hundreds of people in here for a show. Yes. Now,
a few more than I'm getting for mine at the moment, actually.
Oh, I'm sure you're doing very, very well in this tour. You must be very excited.
I'm playing small theatres, though, which is really nice, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's just great to play to people you can, like, see, you know, because by the end of Zeppelin, we were doing these huge stadiums, and you knew there were people there because you saw them line up outside when you drove in.
Right.
But apart from that, it was like, they're out there somewhere, I know.
Now, you must have a lot of people coming up to you who saw you when you played with Led Zeppelin. They come up with their ticket stubs, ask you to sign them from tours you did in years past.
Yeah. Tours we didn't do, even. That's fine. People give me bootlegs as well. You know, they say, you really want to listen to this? Yeah, okay.
Now, sorry, go ahead.
No, I just say that they gave me one bootleg, and I put it on, and it wasn't even us. It's like, you paid $5 for this? Okay.
Was it a nice listen, though?
Yeah, it was terrible.
Yeah. Okay, good. Now, I saw Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young last night. Did you ever play with them? Did you fellows ever play in the same venues? Or?
No. When they did the Woodstock thing, we were down the other end of the country. We were playing the Whiskey a Go-Go.
Were you really? In
Los Angeles, yes.
Yeah, wow,
yes.
Fantastic history there.
Not 400,000, more like 40 or so.
Whiskey a Go-Go is a Dooley's now. That's what it is. That company's growing in leaps and bounds. Now, I got to ask you one question before we move on to the serious stuff. Have you ever made out to Stairway to Heaven?
Made out?
If you haven't, you're probably the only person in this room.
I was going to say, yeah. I was going to say every night we played it, but, you know.
Yeah, you made out like bandits on that, too. Now, what were you doing before Led Zepp?
What wasn't I doing? I played on everybody else's record. Tom Jones, I did all Donovan, Rolling Stones.
Yardbirds.
Yardbirds, Herman's Hermits, everything.
Yeah. Now, of all those experiences, what for you has been a high watermark in your career?
Just being able to play guitar and get paid for it. I mean, I still can't believe my luck all these years later, man. I tell you.
Yes. Coincidentally, that is the big dream of our guitarist. He's never had a paycheck that didn't bounce.
Good, keep him keen, keep him mean, yeah.
Now, I listened to the CD today. Your work has influenced so many people. Were there any influences you had while you were making this particular album?
This particular album, well, I've had like 35 years of influences. Right from James Jamerson of Motown to Duck Dunn, Stax, Ray Charles, everybody. But yeah, I'm influenced by everything I hear, every bit of music I hear is an influence. So.
Well, when you start with such a wide range of interests as you did when you started this album, how do you pare it down to 9 songs? Because I noticed you must have done a lot of editing on this.
Yeah, well,
before you went into the
well,
studio.
the rationale for the album was to give me an excuse to play live on stage.
Right.
Because that's the one thing I hadn't done over the last 20 years. And so I designed all these things to be played live, and that kind of narrowed it all down, basically. It's like, lots of that, and lots of that, you know, so it's easy.
Now, I brought my mandolin from home today.
Thank goodness, because I forgot mine.
I took it right off my rec room wall over the fireplace. And I brought it here just for you, and I was hoping that you could honor us by playing a little something.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Was my grandfather's.
Oh, I would treat it very, very carefully.
Yes. He was, actually, it was a guitar then. My grandpa was a midget.
Just left it out in the rain a bit.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Okay, well, I can play something.
That'd be wonderful.
Something short.
All right.
A little thing that we used to do back in the old days in front of a fire.
Yeah, I always think of Led Zeppelin as Boy Scouts.
Yeah. Well, you know, be prepared, you know.
Sorry. Thank you, sir. What a pleasure.
Thank you.
Pleasure to have you here.
Thank you.
Catch a Corvo after these messages.